But you're going to be giving up Twitter, X.
Yes.
Care to explain why this one? Because there's a lot of options. Why Twitter and...
So Twitter, for me, is the one that I frequent the most out of all the social media apps. It's the one that I can literally lose time on. Like, I can, wow, I spent an hour just... mindlessly talking. I mean, not all of it's mindless, because I do get into some discussions with people about various things that I'm interested in or whatever, but like, I think it almost does us a disservice because it makes you almost like bipolar. You'll like see a cute puppy dog, and then you'll see like someone getting bombed in war like simultaneously, and it's like, geez, man, like there's no regulation on it whatsoever, and like it's really become a land of the dumb since Elon Musk took it over. It's like, it's just become so ridiculous on there. It's like the wild, wild west of negativity and controversy. And I don't know. I just don't need it, man. And I was, leading into this, I was prepared to tell you that I'd already been off it for 10 days. And then Kendrick Lamar dropped an album and it derailed me completely. And I'm back on Twitter. So I got to cut it. I've had a week of, reading and doing nerdy talk about Kendrick on there, so I think I can ready to delete that right off my phone again. But it's I mean, it's what was the documentary you were watching when I walked in?
Social Dilemma.
That when I originally watched that, I had deleted all social media apps off my phone after that. I'm like, dude, all it is making me want to buy crap I don't need, getting into argument, this, that, and the third, and then the Trump insurrection thing happened, and boom, I was right back on Twitter. I'm like, I got to see what's going on with this.
Well, funny enough, so I was off, still off. I had to actually go through the process of fully deleting everything. I would do the dance where I would delete the app, only look at it in the browser, download the app again, sign in, and then re-engage. And I actually created social medias for the 6 wins. And then after 6 or 9 months, I was just like, man, it's pulling me in. It's pulling me in again. Fuck. I was doing good at the whole post and ghost thing. Post something, don't check it. And then, it just kind of slowly, insidiously started to, get its tentacles in me. And so I had to delete it again. And then, so with Facebook and Instagram, I just totally deleted it. Like, there's no trace of me on either of those, which is good. That's what I want. Twitter is the same now, but I had deleted Twitter last, and what pulled me back onto it, kind of the same, kind of the opposite, was when Trump got shot. I was like, what are people saying about this? And so I looked just for that. And then within like 3 weeks, I was checking it, and then I swear to God, I was convinced that Joe Biden was dead, and this is a lizard man.
Straight up.
And I'm like, okay. It's interesting, all these theories and stuff like that. I like a good conspiracy theory or whatever, but at what cost? Because I would rather be ignorant to whatever the fuck people are saying, no matter how interesting. I would rather be ignorant and kind of free from it than know about it and be engaged in it, because they're curated to be addictive, and you check it, just so many things, like the endless refresh,
the endless refresh for sure,
data, and just like the documentary does a good job of like painting the picture. Like there's literally on the other side of the screen, they're like formulating what they think your next move is going to be. Like how long do you hover on a thing? If you look at it for 1 second, it'll give you a certain thing. If you hover on it for 1.5 seconds, it knows this. It's just like constantly curating and learning to feed you what it wants. It's just like, fuck. So again, it kind of goes back to the drinking thing. Like, I wish I were someone that could use it to like stay in contact with family. Like, oh, you had a kid, cute, whatever. But it just, I don't have the thing in my brain that like can check out in little bursts like that. Like it gets me, and I the only thing I've been able to do is just delete it all.
and that's the thing too now, like the algorithm works so fast that like if you clicked on one video of Trump getting shot in the ear, by the time you click out of that video and keep scrolling, now your timeline is full of stuff related to what you just looked at.
Right.
And it's like, dude, it moves way too fast. You hardly even see the people you follow, the stuff that they
100%.
post. It's like suggested pages and all these things that you don't even follow. And then all of a sudden spend a couple hours on there, and you're like, I could have been outside,
Right.
doing anything more constructive with my time.
Yes.
But I mean, I do like it at times. Like, it's fun with because I am a nerd when it comes to like when Kendrick drops music, because he puts so many Easter eggs in all of his stuff that it's fun to like try to figure out all these fan theories and all that stuff. But like, comes to a point where you're like, all right, I'm hanging out with my girlfriend and I'm staring at my phone right now. What am I doing right now? Like,
yeah. Or same, I would be hanging out with my kid.
Yeah.
And it's like, this one time he was like trying to get my attention and he had to like grab my phone, and I was like, that breaks my heart. Like, man, I need, So, and I'll be the first one to admit, like, even getting rid of it, I still spend too much time on my phone. And like, I understand the irony that I'm posting this on YouTube, which YouTube I spend too much time on probably, but at the same time, like, it helps. Like,
I don't even really count YouTube.
Right.
As far as social media, I count like the, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, that kind of stuff where you're like constantly engaging with others.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's all too much, man. It's just too much.
And I think there's an extra added level when you start to like get feedback from people, like, oh, 30 people like this post, maybe, and like every time you see that little red dot, it just shot a dopamine. It's like, oh, go back and check who's liking my shit.
And then you can get extra depressed because like you'll post something, podcast related or something that you've worked your ass off on, and it'll get like 20 likes, and then you post a picture of your dinner the next day and it gets like 600 likes. You're like, wait, what? I did nothing. And then just post a picture of my food. It's scrambled eggs.
It's not even that hard to make. Yeah. That's why some of this content creation stuff drives me crazy. So
I think one of the most valuable things though, about doing what we're doing and stuff like this is it really teaches you how to combat that devil on your shoulder, like that discouragement telling you like, you have to like, cause man, almost daily I have that inner turmoil with myself. Like, none of this is going to work. This is so stupid. Nobody's watching this stuff. I should just quit. I'm too old. All of the things that go through your head. But then you're like, nah, man, like who cares what any of these people, I think that's one of the most powerful things about when you quit drinking and lying to yourself. You kind of get a little bit of a superpower in that sense where you're like, I care like my ego is way smaller now that I can see the bigger picture, and I don't have tunnel vision, I'm like, man, who cares if I'm enjoying this? Who cares who's seen it? Like,
right.
This is an outlet for me.
Yeah, exactly. And there's something to be said, like just the process, like fuck every comment, every like, how many views did it get? Fuck all of that. How many subscribers? All of it. I just feel better when I'm doing it. Like, I guarantee today when we wrap up here, like my mind is just going to be so much more at ease because I feel like I'm doing something. And had I just like kind of sat and scrolled YouTube or through something on TV, it's just so much easier. Like I feel like it really taps into the soul somehow.